Okay, friends, now that we are all ready to learn, we are going to talk about our objective and what we are reading today. So if you follow along with the red dot, your eyes are tracking and your ears are listening. Our objective for today is readers will be able to state why reading is important. Now, just like you guys see right there with the little emoji, when we say state, state means to say. So you should be able to say by the end of this lesson why reading is important. And we are going to learn about that today with a poem called Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. And poems are different than regular stories because they're usually shorter and they have imagery. Imagery is something that we are going to practice a lot today. And imagery is when you read words that give you pictures in your brain. So when you read words that give you pictures in your brain, that's called imagery. Alrighty, so we're gonna first, before we dive into this poem, you guys see the poem right there in the box in green, and I also have it posted behind me on my bulletin board. I know it's hard to see back here, so you can look at the green box. Before we start reading together, I want you to think, what are some words that we already know? So I'm not gonna read word by word, I'm just going to scan. Scan is when I move my eyes very quickly over the text, not reading to understand, but reading just to read and see what words I already know. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a blue highlighter to very quickly scan, and I'm gonna highlight words that I already know. Let's see, really quick in the title, I see the word ends. In this first group of lines, or this first stanza, that's this section right here, you guys see how there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. In this first stanza or group of lines, I see the word grass, I see the word sun, and I see the word wind. Grass, sun, wind. Notice how I didn't read all of the words in this stanza. I only put the words in blue that I know super quick by looking at. Now I'm going to look down here at the next stanza. Remember, we said that a stanza is a group of lines in a poem. The word let, we know that first word. Here's the word ends again. I know the word go. I see this word walk over and over. I know the word walk. And we know the word street. So it's important to scan because already I have some clues about what's going on in the poem without even reading it. I know here that there's something going on about a street and walking and going. Now let's take a look at that last stanza. I'll give you about 10 seconds for you to scan it. Remember, you're not reading, you're just looking for words that you know. You're gonna scan for words that you know in this last section here at the bottom, and you have 10 seconds. Ready, go. You're reading the last part at the bottom, and you're thinking in your brain, what are some words that I already know without having to read the whole poem? Time's up. Let's see. You might have words that are different than what I already know, but that's okay. I see the word yes. We know the word yes. We see the word ends again. The word ends and walk repeat a lot in the poem. Poems do that sometimes. They have repetition when we see something over and over, like the word walk or ends in this poem. And another word that's going to be important that we know is children. So here in this last part, last stanza, we see the word yes, we see the word walk, we see the word children, and we see the word ends. So I already have some clues about what this poem is about before I even start reading it. Now that we had a chance to scan, let's go ahead and get ready to read the poem together.